So guys, you would assume that a credit score of 736 could get you into any loan for a semi-truck. But in this video, I learned that is dead wrong. Hey guys, I'm Eddie V. Welcome to the channel. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and let's continue with the video. But please subscribe and click the notification bell because that greatly supports me. Anyway, this might be a bit of a longer vlog for ERV Logistics. This is an ERV Logistics vlog. It's not really a trucking vlog, even though it is trucking. Anyway guys, from the last ERV Logistics vlog, I've been looking at trucks, and I thought I found the perfect truck. It had a deleted motor, didn't look deleted, had a rebuilt engine with 350,000 miles on it, well taken care of, no rust, 12-year-old truck, a 2010 Volvo VNL 670 with a Moose Guard or X Guard in front. It had fog lights, had a nice chrome bumper, and I mean, it just had all the bells and whistles, and the interior looked nice. So pictures here, just they're gonna be showing up of what truck I was looking at, and link in description below if the Facebook Marketplace, because that truck is still for, I don't know if it's still for sale, but there was a line of people to buy that truck, and I lost my place in line because I couldn't get approved on a loan. But if you want to buy it, here it is down below. That's the least I could do for the owner of the truck, and hopefully help him sell the truck if it's not already sold. So guys, I took a look at the truck, test drove it, drives nice, has 450 horsepower, which is really what all you need in a second generation Cummins ISX. All right, I told him $35,000. That is a good price. I'm gonna go get a loan from the bank. Next day, I wake up, I go to the first bank, and a friend recommended me that bank. I go up there, and doesn't matter if you're a member or not, they will not approve you on a personal loan. And here's why I am not doing a business loan. My business LLC been only up for about 7 months, or since April, and this is November, and a lot of banks want at least 2 years. I've been trucking for 3 years, but I just opened one up recently. Even though I was owner-operator, but I didn't have an LLC because I technically was co-owner or something like that. Anyway, besides that point. So that's why I'm going against my personal credit score, not the business. Not against the business, but my personal. So I'm looking for a personal loan or a equipment finance loan under my own name, not the business name. But I can still write up the truck under business. Anyway, so I went to the first bank that was recommended by a friend. Member or not member, they do not approve any commercial loans. And personal loans, they do not go over $25,000. At $25,000, you gotta have a spotless, a very good credit history, a very, very good credit score. So I left that bank. I went to the next bank. They were a little confused. Again, I was recommended by someone to go to that bank. That she gives loans to everyone, which is maybe true for most people, but not in that bank for me. Anyway, I was gonna do another personal loan. I talked to her, and then she called me on the phone later after I submitted the application, like, hey, I forgot that we have a bank in Florida that partners with us. It's basically us, and they do equipment financing. So I'm like, okay, go ahead, run it. It says it's gonna be under my name anyway. They called me back saying that I don't have 3 years experience in trucking, and then I don't own a house. I'm not a homeowner. And also, what was the third one? Third one was, there's one more. Oh, I do not, my oldest open account for credit history is not over 7 years. That's the reason. Now, before I'm gonna continue with the third bank, here's what's wrong with the second bank. Second bank is wrong. I've been driving for 3 years. I don't know where the heck they got it that I haven't been driving at all. Second, I used to own a house and I sold it. I sold it basically, in other words, to tell the bank that I'm serious, that I don't want no debt entering trucking. Okay, I'm renting. I don't own a house. So technically they should approve me a lot quicker because I don't have any debt. Doesn't make any sense. And third, well, I can't do anything about it, but I am 6 years, 9 months on my credit card, which is my oldest credit account. Don't know why they can't make an exception, okay? And the fourth reason was the truck is too old, but they kind of told me it wouldn't really matter if those three things would have applied, it would have approved me. So it doesn't make any sense. I try to call the bank back, and instead of going through equipment finance, I tried to do personal. Didn't work out. No one was answering, and no one ever called me back. I went to my bank, Wells Fargo, messed up. I went to grab a personal loan, $35,000, and they came back like, yeah, you're pre-approved. They just click whatever terms you want. I clicked it. At the end of the day, I get a modified, like a counter offer. Instead of $35,000, like $15,000. I'm like, really? $15,000 personal loan, asked for $35,000? What is wrong with you, Wells Fargo? So I declined that, obviously. All right, and the fourth and final bank. And keep in mind, I think I only did 2 hard credit pulls out of this, so it's not too bad. Okay, so the fourth bank that I went to, it was another equipment financing, Tri-Lease in Raleigh, North Carolina, and I submitted everything: my tax documents, my my bank statements. I even screenshotted how much money I got in my account that I did save up something for emergency. Okay, and here's what I got back: don't have enough money in my account. 1, even though I think I do for a starter truck. Second, I don't. Truck is too old. And third, the truck has been rebuilt. And they said they do finance rebuilt engine trucks, but they have to have proof of engine rebuilt being done on paperwork. And I submitted that paperwork from that the owner gave me. And they said, yeah, it's a very nice shop. We know it, and you should be approved. Well, that's a lie. They said we can approve old trucks, but you can't have a rebuild on them. So that doesn't make any sense to me. Like, aren't you, like, when you buy an older truck without a rebuild that has high mileage and you get approved for a loan, chances are you may end up doing a rebuild a year down the line, or even sooner, or even give or take a year to 2 years, or even sooner. So it doesn't make any sense. Why would they approve a truck with over 1 million miles with no rebuild, but yet not approve a truck with 1 million miles that had a rebuild done recently? It just doesn't make any sense. So that was the reasons. And also another reason was my bank statements showed that I didn't have $10,000 in my bank account, like a minimum balance for the past 3 months, which is what they wanted. And I'm sorry, but I can't do that because Wells Fargo recently been coming up with something where they were somehow charging people with charging their accounts, like say I have 10,000, like just making a number. I have $12,000 in my bank account, right? Okay. In my checking, all of a sudden the next day it's gone. Like somebody charged my credit card 10 times. No one stole the credit card. It was Wells Fargo that did that. That's why I was moving around my money. And also I move it out of my business account to my main accounts because I need money to buy food and stuff. So that's why I don't have $10,000 minimum balance. I keep moving it around because I'm afraid of my money going away if Wells Fargo is corrupt, as some people say. So maybe I'm thinking maybe I should just switch. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. But that was the reason. Now, another thing is I have Credit Karma that I checked all my credit history with. And you can also apply for a loan there. So I'm like, let me see if I can do a personal loan. When I clicked on it, I was disappointed. And they were like, yeah, get a personal loan, pay less interest. And I looked, the interest rate was 28 to 33%. Instead of paying like $600-700 a month for a nice starter truck, I'm going to be paying like $1,200, $1,200 for a truck, just mostly interest. Like, what the heck? So that's the kind of like 5 banks that I tried out with. So I'm not complaining. Okay, I am going to work on getting my credit better. I do pay my credit cards off in time, and that raises my credit. I'm not going to try doing too many hard pulls on credit score. And 2, I'm going to save up more money for trucking. And hopefully I can get a truck next time. But here's what banks don't realize. Here's what Tri-Lease told me, the third bank. They said banks like new trucks with warranties. That's the reason why you're not approved. And I disagree with banks that new trucks are more reliable. I just say, yes, if you buy a brand new truck from a dealership, it could be reliable. But I drive a 2019 Freightliner Cascadia. It's been in the dealer 5 times in the past, since April, okay? Emissions are junk. Once the warranty is out the window, well, guess what? You're paying out of pocket to fix your emissions. So basically, guys, it works like this. You buy a truck with warranty, you pay off the truck. Next thing you know, you got to buy another truck and get payments because Once you're out of warranty and you pay off the truck, well, guess what? Goodbye truck, because it's most likely going to be unreliable with the emissions, number one, and two, a lot of trucks don't even make it past 500,000 miles, and then they need a rebuild. I've seen it. So that's why I want an older truck. Yes, sometimes they have electrical issues, sometimes they have frame issues, but that's why you got to inspect the truck and look at it. And banks don't get that. Sometimes older trucks are better because they don't have emissions and the engines last longer. So that's why I say banks are dumb. But anyway, guys, here's what I want from you guys. My email is in the description below. You can comment if you want. Please tell me, how do you get financed for an older truck? I really love older trucks. I mean, there's some new trucks that I like. Like, for example, I would go buy a 1 or 2 year old truck or even a brand new truck if I see the rates of the freight $5 a mile or $4 a mile consistently. Right now, it's not consistent. Sometimes we're not even picking up loads for $3. We're averaging like $2.80 a mile. Okay, so that's why I don't want to buy a brand new truck. I want to buy a brand new truck when I see the rates go up. That's why I'm not buying a brand new truck currently. But I can if I want to. And yeah, of course, I'm gonna do the same things that I just mentioned. That I gotta first build a little bit of my credit and save up some more money. Also, for a brand new truck, sometimes it requires 10 to 20% down payment. So it's basically still need as much money as buying a nice starter truck for a down payment, basically, because trucks sometimes are up to like $250,000. So what I want from you guys, please comment or email me. What should I do? Is there any banks that would finance an older truck that is very nice and has a rebuild? And especially that I'm probably gonna be hitting credit scores of close to 800 all the time. Okay. And another thing, guys, how the flip do people save up and buy stuff for cash? That's what I don't get. $70,000 20-year-old truck, okay, like a Kenworth W900 all specced out and with chicken lights and chrome and very nice taken care of, would be $70,000 to $100,000. Okay, doesn't make any sense how people buy cash if they can't get approved no loan. So that's what I want from you guys. Please help me in more suggestions and advice on what should I do. Now, my plan was not to run until January of 2023. You guys probably will bash me for like, hey, you shouldn't be buying a truck right now because the rates are so down. But I was gonna wait until the first of the year to drive it, and also the payments will be so low that as a company driver, I can still pay it off while it sits in the parking lot, and I drive as a company driver, wait until the rates go up so I can register it, and then start making money on my own truck. So that's why I wanted a starter truck. Now, that's all I want from you guys, to help me out in what should I do. Okay, I know I have to wait if I buy a brand new truck for the rates to go up, or any truck with higher price, but please help me out, guys. What should I do? Because I am really fed up and like, how do even people buy older trucks? Because I really love older trucks. It's just that, in my personal belief, if you're gonna buy a $35,000 truck, make sure you have $70,000 saved up in cash. I always want to buy, whenever I buy something, I want to make sure that I have double the amount of money of the purchase price of what I'm buying. So that's why I don't want to spend $35,000 in cash and be left at zero. Next thing you know, I mean, truck could have a rebuild, but next day from the rebuild it can go kaboom, and then here goes another $35,000 on rebuilding an engine. So basically, guys, that's the life of trucking. So that's why I don't want to spend money. I want to save money. I want to have money on emergency if I buy a truck. So that's why I don't get using cash when I can get credit, and I have money as backup if something does happen. So without further ado, guys, sorry for this long video. Don't forget to subscribe. Please help me with what I said, and hopefully you guys understood what is going on. But yeah, banks are basically dumb. That's all I can say. Banks are basically dumb. I hope someday I can have a relationship with a banker and I can get almost any loan, but right now I am struggling. Now, I am not in no rush to buy a truck. Definitely now. I'm going to have to wait at least minimum 1 to 2 months, probably 2 months, because the holidays coming up. I'm not going to make that much money. So I'm going to have to wait 2 months minimum before I can try again buying a truck. So hopefully everything goes well, and I hope my YouTube channel grows, because that's another way I can make money. But after YouTube demonetized me over a year ago, I have never been making that much money on YouTube again, ever. So that's the other problem. So yeah, guys, thank you for watching this video. Sorry if it's kind of boring, but I'm trying my best on doing these vlogs. Definitely didn't find it useful unless you want to help me with it becoming useful. So thank you for watching this video, guys, and I'll see you next time. Don't forget to subscribe.
Not canceled.
Guys, I'm Eddie B. 2004 6.
Turn right.
This particular package, driving attempt on the 6 Series.